Hey guys, in today's Star Wars fan fiction, we are going to go through what if Darth Maul won the Duel fates. How would the galaxy turn out with Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan gone? Do keep in mind this is not the most realistic version, I just did what I thought would be the most fun to write. So let's begin. This story begins on Naboo in the duel against Darth Maul. After Maul kills Qui-Gon and turns to fight Obi-Wan. The rest of the fight with Obi-Wan happens pretty much the same way as it did in the movies. However, instead of Maul exercising a large amount of arrogance, he instead disarms Obi-Wan and finishes his kill. Now, Anakin no longer has either of the two people that would actually be willing to train him, as the council made it very clear that he was too old to become a Jedi. This would leave Anakin with no way of becoming a Jedi, which would mean no Darth Vader and the galaxy was saved. Thank you so much for watching. I'm just kidding. There's still a way we can go with this story by introducing Dooku. Count Dooku was a former Jedi, and while he had left the Order 3 years prior to Qui-Gon's death, he still kept contact with his old Padawan up until the events on Naboo. This would mean that there would be a chance that Dooku would know about Anakin and what Qui-Gon thought of him being the chosen one. Dooku would take the young Anakin as his apprentice and teach him his view of the galaxy and the ways of the dark side, but also the light, as Dooku actually only had limited knowledge of the dark side. After the duel on Naboo, Darth Maul had proven himself worthy and would continue to be trained by Darth Sidious. This would leave Dooku as second to Darth Maul. Dooku, knowing this, would do his best to train Anakin in secret, trying to keep his new apprentice away from Sidious. The rest of the story up until Revenge of the Sith would go on mostly the same as it did in the movies. However, the Republic would be struggling a lot more in the war without Anakin Skywalker and Obi-Wan Kenobi to lead the battlefield. Dooku would allow Anakin to rescue his mother. He would see Dooku as a father figure, much like Qui-Gon would have been for him had he survived. Anakin would very quickly reach a power level way higher than Dooku himself, which meant that by the time of episode 3, Dooku had already taught Anakin all he knew, and he already became a far greater force user than he could ever hope to be. This meant that the two of them had enough power to overthrow Sidious. However, Dooku knew that Sidious's plans to take over the galaxy were almost finished. Sidious executed Order 66 and sent his apprentice Darth Maul to raid the Jedi Temple alongside the 501st Legion. This would be Maul's final test, and Dooku and Anakin's only time to strike. As Maul moved through the halls of the Jedi Temple like a hungry beast finally having a feast, Dooku and Anakin hurried to Palpatine's office. Dooku stepped into the office where Sidious stood, enjoying the sight of the Jedi Temple in flames. Our plans finally paid off. Soon there will be no Jedi left. The galaxy is ours now. Ours. I've come to know that I've been nothing but a pawn in your plans. How foolish of you to come here believing you can defeat me. You are outmatched. With a flick of the wrist, Sidious drew his lightsaber. Sidious looked at the hallway going into the office as another cloaked figure stepped into the room, standing next to Dooku. This is my apprentice, Anakin Skywalker. Just the mere presence of Skywalker was enough for Sidious to feel the power within him. So be it. Sidious twirled towards Skywalker, igniting his blade in mid-air. The three blades lit up the office with a crimson red hue and sparks of white. Dooku was surprised at how fast Sidious moved, and in this splint of a second, Sidious sent a bolt of lightning towards Dooku, sending him to the back of the office, while Sidious continued to fight Anakin. Meanwhile, Yoda, Mace Windu and Plo Koon had survived the initial execution of Order 66 and joined forces to stop Maul in the Jedi Temple. This fight would not go in Maul's favor. Although he would be very powerful at this point in time, the two Jedi Masters and Grand Master Yoda would be too much for him. Darth Sidious was shocked at how powerful Anakin was. Dooku had gotten back up and joined the fight again when Sidious ignited his second red blade. He knew that he couldn't defeat Anakin and Dooku at the same time, so he decided to take out the weakest first, being Dooku. This is what Anakin anticipated. Anakin quickly flipped over Sidious. As he turned to block Anakin's attack, he was immediately cut in half. His fate had taken the same turn as his apprentice, Darth Maul. Anakin and Dooku would meet up with Yoda, Mace Windu and Plo Koon to discuss the future of the galaxy. Since Dooku was never really evil or hungry for power, he saw the corruption in the Jedi Order and decided to take matters into his own hands. Because they were both played by Sidious and the events that had happened, Yoda and the rest of the Jedi could finally see the corruption, so they decided to learn from the mistakes. Together, Dooku, Anakin, Yoda, Mace Windu and Plo Koon started a new order, one more open to the Force itself, rather than mindless politics. Anakin would go on to free the slaves around the galaxy, as he promised to do, and the rest of the galaxy would live happily ever after. Until the most powerful Force user showed up, Darth Jar Jar. I hope you guys enjoyed this fanfiction. As I said in the beginning, this is far from the most realistic version, but I don't think it needs to be. This video took a long time to make, so I would appreciate it if you hit the like button on this one. Let me know in the comments what other fanfictions you would like to see me do. Have a great day, may the Force be with you, and remember, this is the way.